Alright, let's get to Boogie. Alright, now that we're on like the big straight stretch, and I can sort of kind of zone out a little bit more, I am doing a thing now. It's called shout-outs. Shout-outs in honor of the holidays. This whole family get-together type stuff that happens around Thanksgiving and Christmas, or whatever holiday, religious or not, that you participate in during this time of year. I'm broke as a joke. I'm a college kid. I am a college kid, and just found out. Well, I didn't just find out. I've been aware of this for months, but I haven't been paid by my current folks, my employers. My employment situation is complicated, but not that complicated. And I've actually been paid a grand total of $285 over the course of 6 months, nearly 6 months of work with people. So that's not what I moved there for. That's not what I accepted this job offer for. And it's got to change. So I am living lean, meaning holiday time is going to be creative that comes out of my head instead of creative that comes out of my wallet. Hope y'all don't mind enduring some long-winded chatter, but this is going to happen. And every day I'm going to put somebody else in the firing line. Yep. One by one I'm picking off everyone in my family and I'm like, okay, today we're talking shit about Kimber. Yep. First victim, Kimber Todd. The eldest of the Todd Chillins. She is 47 this year, I believe. Ooh, if I f*** that up, I'm going to look like a so I got to back check on some of this information, because I'm kind of a crappy sibling. I don't really keep, like, big brother-y tabs on people, I guess, But I also didn't get my hopes up around my birthday. They're like, oh, these f***ing think of me. It's like, yeah, whatever. But Kimber Todd, shout out to you today, Kimber, for being an incredible role model to me for my entire life. This is not a shock or anything new to anybody, but Kimber is pretty special. She's a hard-charging, incredibly driven, talented, smart, hilarious, and most of all, devoted person to anybody that she considers worthy of her devotion. Kimber's been through some hard times that you can't even begin to fathom. Getting plowed by a car in Jersey that one time, and she broke like every bone in her body, and then got f***ed over by that yay-hole in the lawsuit. Yeah, that time when she almost died, April 15th. I believe it was 1997 or 95. Oh, gotta fact check that too. But anyway, thank God she made it through that day. That was one of those things where, even as a young child, not understanding what this meant, I felt a disturbance in the force that day when Kimber got hit. I was out running around with Zion. Okay, side story. We're having an aside here on Kimber's shout-out video. Zion and I are cruising around the neighborhood, and it's April, so it's kind of like muggy and damp and boring out there. So we're around on our bikes that are getting worn out and rusty. And we had like a major bicycle accident. We were riding side by side, and we both hit the same curve or something. And we just like fell like dominoes and splattered all over somebody's driveway into their fence or whatever. And I skinned up my elbow pretty good, and I think Zion skinned her knee. It was one of those things that, like, I ran over to see her, and she looked at me, and she's like, "You're bleeding," and I'm like, "I'm what?" And I looked down, and bleeding, and then I started crying like a little, because I was like, what, 7, 8? I might have been 8 at the time. Anyway, so that's where we were, but we just had this bizarre kind of like, we jumped the needle off the track, off the OLP, kind of. And then when we get home, we're crying our eyes out because we just fell off our bicycles and we're being boo-hooing. And Dad's like, shut the f*** up, because Kimber just got hit by a car. You better be lucky she's still alive. And we didn't know she was going to make it. We didn't know she was going to make it or ever walk again. Doctors told her she'd never walk again. They told her she'd never run again and all these things. And she's like, now go f*** yourselves. She was like, f*** you, and kicked Mother Nature in the face with her energy legs. Kimber was a champ. Driven, determined to get through that and amidst a whole host of other, like personal life garbage. That's nobody else's. But the kick-ass story about how my sister was like a human rag doll, and then gave her cursed rollerblades to me. Kimber, you're the best sister ever. This is family love right here. Kimber, the eldest, the wisest of us all, gets smattered by this, like, Lincoln town car or some shit. I don't know what hit her. She'll have to correct me when she sees it. This video, So she gives me her rollerblades. They were K2 inline skate. They were awesome. And that was at the same time when rollerblading was a big deal because of Disney Channel and Brink. You know, that everybody watched all the time. I loved that movie. Loved it. And I wanted to rollerblade everywhere. So I think she brought it with her on a visit home or some shit. Or mailed it off as a present. I can't remember, but I ended up with these things. And if you imagine what happens to everything you're wearing when you get hit as a pedestrian, basically, by a moving vehicle. And, nothing really survives too well. People's shoes end up, miles away. Her rollerblades came off her feet clean. And the only evidence of the impact were these half-moon-shaped incisions at the very, very kind of tip of the tongue to lace, area, the upper of the shoe. Oh, God, I hope I described that well. Don't come into my lane. I will be angry and chase you down and make you feel bad, Ultimate Driver. She gives me these unlucky rollerblades, and they're like size 9s, too. You usually go up a half size or a size in rollerblades and ice skates because you've got thick-ass wool socks on, reasonable. And here I'm like bitching about these unlucky ass rollerblades. Like, never mind that you survived, Kimber. You're a sending me these cursed blades. Anyway, no, just kidding. She sends me these size 9s, so they're big, and I have to really like quadruple up my socks to wear them. And I had more falls in those rollerblades, being all goofy footed like a damn clown with clown shoes on, trying to like get my sick brink on in the backyard, the paved part of the alley. Yeah, I like backed up on some grass one time and got to see the bottom of my foot over my shoulder. Don't know how that happened, but I'm gonna blame it on the curse of Kimber's rollerblades. And that's my shout out to Kimber today. I love you so very much, Kimber. I don't get to see you often because I'm stupid with my money. Here I am bitching about being broke in November, and yet bought a Ducati in June or whatever. That's just whatever, man. That's what I do. But I want to come see you as soon as I am kind of like available to, now that my employment prospects are sketchy at best. I need to consider that. But thanks for always being there and, not taking shit from anybody, for the most part. I love you. So yesterday I started the shout out series type thing, I guess. Shout out clip, whatever, with my sister Kimber, and I feel like I didn't do her justice. So, hello, other motorcycle friend. Hello. Who are you? Oh my God, timing this light is the worst. You gotta pick your lane wisely, otherwise you get backed up for, Anyway, so Kimber, once again, we're cutting back to you. You get a double dose of Kimber's shout out day. I wanted to say something else. Kimber's got an adorable son, Simon, who's I think 5 now. I'm like the worst sibling ever. I should know if he's 4 or 5, but I'm pretty sure he's 5. And he's just the damn darlingest thing, and I'm very remiss to not know him better. But let me tell you, buddy, if you ever get to see this video, hopefully she censors out the parts where I cuss, because you're still too young to hear that. But just know, little man, your sister, or my sister, your mom, loves you a whole lot, and so do I. If you ever need anything, dude, you just call me, or whatever, sentimental and shit. I don't do kids. Kids are not my thing. I'm not gonna have kids. We all know this. So I just want to have a couple of options, a couple of times in my life where I get to totally corrupt these kids. Like, dear sibling, Kimber, please let me have the sex talk with Simon. That would just be hilarious. I know I've joked about it before, but this is me going for the record. This is a... Get me out of here. I'm out of here. Yeah, Suburban had the right idea. Alright. Hard to do a blog when you're like getting by traffic. I just crushed that drive, damn. That's right, it's because I was talking about my sister Kimber. That's right, we got a little off track there when I got into the Flustercluck over by the mall. But we were talking about Kimber and how awesome she is and how awesome Simon is and how much I love those people. To conclude, Just having heavy thoughts about those people got me into a nightmare traffic situation and then got me out of it. Yes, you see, I'm gonna blame my good luck this morning and my good karma on thinking about family that I love. So that's for you, Kimber and Simon. I love you both. And, Merry Christmas. Oh, wait, there's room for me at the end. Good. Sneak in like a ninja. Slither on it. Let's see. Ooh, long step. Neutral. Give me neutral. There we go.